Scope definition outlines our customer responsibilities, establishes the process for evaluation and assessment to manage risks and opportunities, and provides the plan for implementation, monitoring, and project management. A scope statement formalizes project requirements into a clear, concise document that outlines deliverables, objectives, and constraints. For example, the statement "Design a bridge that meets all design standards, ensures adequate stream flow, and adheres to environmental permits" translates high-level requirements into actionable criteria. It specifies deliverables, a bridge compliant with design standards; constraints, regulatory compliance and environmental considerations; acceptance criteria, adherence to stream flow requirements and permit obligations. This statement serves as a reference to prevent scope creep by defining boundaries and aligning stakeholder expectations. It bridges abstract stakeholder needs with concrete project execution, ensuring all work stays focused on authorized deliverables. The project charter serves as the foundation for the project, providing a high-level description of the project's purpose, objectives, and characteristics. It outlines the key deliverables, high-level risks, and overall scope, and importantly, it includes the project approval requirements. These requirements define the criteria for formally accepting project deliverables and determining when the project is considered complete. Reviewing the charter ensures that the project is aligned with stakeholder expectations from the start and that the approval process is clearly understood and agreed upon, setting the stage for the project's successful initiation. The Scope Management Plan describes how the project scope will be defined, developed, and controlled. It outlines the processes for managing scope throughout the project, including scope planning, monitoring, and controlling changes to ensure the project remains on track. The plan is vital for preventing scope creep and ensures that all necessary activities are included. Reviewing the organizational process assets, which include templates, guidelines, and historical information, can provide useful insights. Additionally, tools like expert judgment, product analysis, alternatives generation, and facilitated workshops help define the project scope more clearly and collaboratively, ensuring all stakeholders are engaged in agreeing on the project's boundaries and deliverables. The work breakdown structure and allocated work budgets, detailing the financial distribution and percentage allocation across 8 primary project elements, from internal work to building finishes. The process for developing a work breakdown structure. Inputs include the project management plan, project scope statement, requirements documentation, and organizational assets. Tools and techniques leverage expert judgment and decomposition to break deliverables into manageable work packages. Outputs establish a scope baseline, approve WBS, scope statement, and WBS dictionary, and update project documents like the assumption log. While the WBS traditionally focuses on scope, like deliverables, phases, and subprojects. The user notes it should also account for man-hours, equipment, tools, and procurement costs to ensure comprehensive work package identification. This aligns with the WBS dictionary, which details resources and estimates, even though cost tracking formally resides in the cost baseline. By integrating scope decomposition with resource planning, the WBS bridges scope clarity with actionable execution, supporting accurate budgeting and risk mitigation. The WBS dictionary example for a build fence project, hierarchically decomposing work into work packages, preparation, construction, and finishing. Each task is broken into actionable steps, emphasizing granularity and logical sequencing to ensure all scope elements are captured. A WBS dictionary supplements the work breakdown structure by detailing each component's scope, resources, and constraints. For instance, under By Materials, it might specify cost estimates, quality standards, responsible teams, and milestones. This document transforms the WBS into an execution-ready guide, linking tasks to schedules, budgets, and acceptance criteria while preventing ambiguities in deliverables. The first image illustrates a hierarchical work breakdown structure for a project. Decomposing the main objective into control accounts, which are further divided into work packages and activities. For example, Deliverable 1 includes Work Package 1 with Activity 1 and Activity 2, ensuring granularity and accountability. This structure organizes the project into actionable components, enabling clear resource allocation, scheduling, and progress tracking while preventing scope creep. The second image clarifies the WBS hierarchy. First, the project level, which reflects core objectives. Second, the control accounts focusing on key deliverables phases. Third, the work packages illustrating the subtasks. Fourth, the activities, which details the executable tasks. The WBS focuses on scope, but its companion WBS dictionary adds details like costs, timelines, and quality criteria. Together, they transform abstract objectives into structured plans, bridging strategic goals with tactical execution. This framework ensures alignment across teams, supports risk management, and provides a foundation for cost schedule baselines, enhancing overall project control. The process of validating and controlling the project scope to ensure deliverables meet agreed-upon requirements and remain aligned with project objectives. Several tools and techniques help ensure that project scope is well-defined, understood, and controlled. The definition of done provides a clear checklist outlining all criteria that must be met before work can be considered complete. While the definition of ready ensures that each user-centric requirement has all necessary information before work begins. Acceptance criteria specify the conditions that must be satisfied before deliverables are formally accepted, ensuring alignment with stakeholder expectations. The validate scope process formalizes acceptance of completed deliverables, helping to confirm that the work meets the agreed-upon requirements. Regular iteration reviews allow teams and stakeholders to examine work completed during each iteration, providing timely feedback and reducing the risk of misunderstandings. To manage project performance, analytical techniques like variance analysis and trend analysis are crucial. Variance analysis helps identify the causes and degree of differences between the project baseline and actual performance, providing insight into areas that need corrective action. Meanwhile, trend analysis uses historical data to forecast future outcomes, helping the project team anticipate potential issues and adjust plans proactively. Together, these tools and techniques support better control of project scope, quality, and stakeholder satisfaction throughout the project lifecycle. Formalizing project deliverables involves documenting specifications, quality criteria, and acceptance protocols to ensure alignment with stakeholder expectations. For non-standard or complex deliverables, securing explicit approval, preferably written, is critical to avoid ambiguity. While verbal agreements may expedite decisions during iterative phases, written sign-offs provide traceability and mitigate disputes. For example, a custom software feature outside standard requirements should include detailed user stories, mock-ups, and testing criteria in its documentation, with client acknowledgement of these terms before development begins. Scope statements are shared with stakeholders to set boundaries, but formal acceptance depends on context. In early phases, stakeholders may review drafts without full approval until baselining. Later, changes to scope typically require reapproval via change control processes. In Agile, acceptance may occur incrementally, whereas waterfall projects demand upfront sign-off. Regardless of methodology, balancing flexibility with formal governance ensures deliverables meet objectives while adapting to evolving needs. Scope must be clearly defined and tightly controlled to ensure project success. A well-established scope provides a baseline against which all work is measured, helping the team stay aligned with project objectives. If stakeholder expectations or requirements shift during the execution phase, these changes must be carefully evaluated and integrated into a revised scope statement and an updated work breakdown structure to reflect the new direction of the project. With every change, the associated impacts on cost, time, and resources must be fully itemized and managed. This structured approach ensures that all changes are documented, evaluated, and approved through formal processes, maintaining transparency and control. By rigorously managing scope and its associated elements, the project remains organized, predictable, and more likely to meet stakeholder expectations and delivery targets. A control account serves as a key management control point where project scope, budget, actual cost, and schedule are integrated for effective performance measurement. It allows project managers to compare the planned work against earned value, helping to monitor progress and identify any deviations early. Control accounts are strategically placed throughout the project structure and linked to various work packages, providing a clear and organized method for tracking performance at different levels of the project. Each work package is assigned to only one control account to maintain clarity and accountability. This ensures that all work within the project is managed systematically, and performance can be accurately measured against predefined baselines. By verifying work packages against earned value within their control accounts, project managers can make informed decisions, adjust resources as needed, and keep the project aligned with its objectives. The product backlog is a dynamic list of all the work anticipated to deliver the final product, and it remains flexible to accommodate changes throughout the project's lifecycle. Grooming or refining the backlog is an ongoing activity, often scheduled on a weekly basis, to ensure the list remains current and accurately reflects the team's understanding of the product needs. Product backlog items can be dropped off once work is completed, edited or clarified as more details emerge or requirements shift, and new items are continually added as additional work is identified, ensuring that the backlog always reflects the latest priorities. The iteration backlog is a subset of the product backlog, consisting of items selected for completion within a single sprint based on the team's available capacity. During sprint planning, the team collaborates to pull PBIs into the iteration backlog, committing to complete them within the sprint time box. This approach ensures that the team remains focused, delivery remains incremental, and progress can be easily measured at the end of each sprint. Thank you for your unwavering commitment to excellence and your dedication to mastering the profession. We wish you resounding success on your path to certification.